Today we are reading High Flying Tea by Disney. High Flying Tea by Thaddeus Dilday, illustrated by the Disney Storybook Art Team. One afternoon, Barry was baking biscuits. The sweet smell floated out the open window, finding its way to the nose of a very hungry Sultan. He was playing outside with his favorite ball of wool when he smelled something delicious. "Biscuits!" Sultan roared. There was no time to waste. Sultan climbed as high as he could, made a lasso, and swung towards the smell. Wee wee! Sultan soon discovered that Barry and Petite were preparing a fancy tea party. "Sorry, Sultan," Barry said. "These biscuits are only for pets attending the tea party. That's the rule." Uh-oh. Petite set a heavy book on the table. "It's right here. My tea party rule book," she explained. Sultan soon discovered that Barry and Petite were preparing a fancy tea party. Sultan looked at the delicious biscuits. He had to have one. Oh, wow. "I can't believe I'm saying this, but can I play tea party with you?" he asked. Barry was happy to have Sultan join their party. On one condition. "You have to follow all the rules," she warned. "No problem," Sultan said, but Petite and Barry weren't so sure. At a tea party, fancy attire is a must, so everyone found new outfits. "Okay, I'm all dressed up. Now biscuit me," Sultan said. "Tisk tisk," said Barry. "The rules say before eating we must make small talk." With all these rules, Sultan was worried he'd never get a biscuit, so he pounced. But Barry took the biscuits away just in time. Reading from her book, Petite reminded Sultan of number 27. "Be polite," she said. "Oh," Sultan said. "I meant, may I please have a biscuit, Barry?" Barry handed him a biscuit, but then shouted, "You don't have a napkin!" Petite put a napkin on her lap, showing Sultan how to do so too. Sultan tried to copy Petite, but sent the napkin flying. "Don't worry," Sultan said. "I'll get it. The rules say that when someone leaves the table, we all have to stand and curtsy," said Petite. Unfortunately, when Petite curtsied, she accidentally bumped the tea cart and the jar fell onto the rug. "Oh no, glitter bits!" Petite cried. All of a sudden, the carpet swept up Barry and Petite, then it started floating. The carpet zoomed around the room. Barry and Petite held on tight. "Sultan, help!" they cried. "I would," Sultan said, "but I don't know the tea party helping rules." "Forget the rules!" Barry shouted. Now that was something Sultan could do. He threw a rope, catching the carpet just before it flew out the window. Thankfully, he was able to lower his friends to safety. "Maybe there's a section in here about dealing with flying carpets," Petite suggested, flipping through her book. Just then, Sultan had an idea. "I know what we should do," he said. In a whirlwind, Sultan took their tea party to the sky. and through the rest of Whisker Haven. They even surprised a few courtesans along the way. During their flight, Barry offered Sultan as many biscuits as he liked. After all, he had saved the day. Now, this is what I call a high-flying tea party, Sultan shouted. The end.